Welcome, everyone, to the Ball Up Top Podcast YouTube show. I'm your host, Mike, and we're going to continue our discovery of the NBA Top Shot NFTs. For those of you who don't know, these non-focal tokens, they're basically digital collectibles or highlights that you can actually own. Um, a lot of this is me learning for the first time, as well as me learning YouTube things for the first time. So, what better way to start this show with covering our first entry into a challenge? Now, what the flash challenges are is basically is they'll take a given period of time, like a single night or a weekend or something. They'll say, hey, if you collect certain required highlights and you put them together in a showcase, that you'll win a reward. So this being my first one and my collection being limited, I went with the rookie challenge. And you can do more than one challenge. I just went with the rookie challenge. And so the rookie challenge, you end up winning a base series 2 common pack. But that's more stuff for me. And so what this was is from March 2nd. It was a group of players that they were the first ones in their games to get 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Um, if you look at the veteran challenge, same criteria, but instead what you would do is you'd win the special Brandon Ingram. And then they had also a cheat code, and the cheat code was even more advanced Brandon Ingram. But being as that we're still in the growing stages, we're kind of limited. So I'm going to show you my entry, which got me the base pack, the Common Base Series 2 pack, and then I'll open that. If you notice, my collector score is now up to 294. So it's like little by little, inch by inch. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into my showcase here, and we'll watch what I put together. So first, we start off with Sabonis. This is back in before his trade with the Pacers, hitting the three. That was number 29,190 out of 40,000. And sometimes, what they say, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Our next highlight is that of, I believe it's going to be James. Yes, it's James Harden off the dribble, right down the hole against the Clippers. It's kind of interesting that both the guys that started these highlight were both traded this year. They're both all-star caliber players. But so far, James Harden's looked good with the 76ers. It's kind of, I'm interested to see when they start facing adversity because that's where the question marks of James Harden's career have always been. We'll see how that goes. That was number 7266 of 60,000. Then we have, is that Wendell Carter Jr. banging on Giannis. Um, yeah, Wendell Carter Jr. 2286 out of 60,000 plus. Our fourth entry is let me see who that is. Actually, is that Miles Bridges? Yeah, he's just a nice throw, nice block. 10,822 out of 60,000 plus, which leads us to we passed the halfway point which leads us to the guy who dunked on earlier, which is Giannis. And Giannis is just what Giannis does sometimes is just kind of insane. Like it's just insane. You don't really see that kind of stuff in games where you toss it to yourself off the backboard. Our sixth entry is Christian Wood. Christian Wood has been playing really nice as of late. He had a buzzer beater. He's putting up some big games. I think he had a double double the other night. He's one of those players who you kind of like because he wasn't drafted. He had to work his way into the league, and it's always fun to see that kind of stuff and see the success of players like that. Here's Isaiah Roby, and there's a victim. Yeah, some highlights just kind of speak for themselves. Number 17, 578 out of 60,000 plus. As you see, when it's a 60,000 plus card, it's usually something along the lines of like it's not going to have a lot of value, but that's what made getting it easy, so I could actually complete this challenge. Aaron Holiday with a nice little crossover. Yeah, like one of the three Holiday brothers. He's the one who hasn't really found his footing as much, but here's hoping now that I believe he's in Phoenix now. And as you see, it starts over. So for completing that, we did win a pack, which we'll go into now. Going to collection my packs. Like I said, we're only opening the one pack this week. And let's see here. First time, it's kind of the first time I'm doing some of this. So you got to give me a second to see how this works. Hold on a second. Forgive the technical difficulties. There we go. Open. So it's three highlights. Let's just get started. We'll go left to right. It's a common Giannis with a block, it looks like. Yeah, Giannis. I'm really kind of hoping Giannis can win that second Defensive Player of the Year because it'd be the first time you have a guy with multi MVPs and multi Defensive Player of the Years. So that's a nice little highlight to get. It's number 16, 569 out of 35,000. So it's not even that's 35,000. As Rod Tatum talking about the 60,000, so that's kind of nice. Ben McLemore with the 3. Simple little play. Number 11, 730 out of 40,000. See, because these are series 2, like I believe my understanding is none of these highlights will be made again. So these are all like very limited. It's not like when you see the base packs where 60,000 plus. And the final highlight is going to be a Nets. It's going to be James Harden with a nice dish. And that's 36.47 out of 40,000. I believe it's my third James Harden highlight now, all with Brooklyn. And that is it. So, yeah, essentially by putting together those few cards, I ended up getting a pack. So that should, if you look at my base series, went up 2. My most notable pull was the Ben McLemore, which I'm kind of shocked about because my lowest serial number. Let's see. Let's go over here to and see right here, like here, this is the base set. And for I believe this particular base set, I have 6. You see, they're like it actually does a nice job of showing you all of that's in a base set. So, granted, do I think I'm gonna get the full base set considering there's a series 2 and it's over? We're in the series 3, no, but it's still nice to get these extra highlights, especially now that I know how to use the challenges. At least I know better how to use the challenges because the more highlights I have, the better opportunity I have to fill in those gaps and to get bigger and better things and better pack openings, just give you guys more of opportunity to see more things. The next challenge, which I saw actually off of Twitter, it's going to take place over the weekend, and it's about guys who get triple doubles and double doubles. So that should be fun to watch to see how, what players they're really going to bring in. Um, I did get a few more moments, well, more than a few, but lately I did get a few more moments. You can see I got a Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, a LeBron. And that's because I'm kind of anticipating these guys being a part of the next challenge. So rather than waiting for the market to go up on them, I went ahead and just went ahead and made some quick purchases. Looks like that James Harden I got that. Looks like that James Harden I got earlier is actually a repeat. So we'll see what that's going for, and then if it's going for, we'll say probably more than $3. Let's just take a look at that now. If it's going for $3 or less, I'll probably hold on to it through the next challenge in case I need multiple James Harden highlights. And then if I don't, if it goes for under 3, I'll just do a trade ticket for it. If it goes for over 3, then I'll probably sell it. And right now, we'll see what that listing is at. So see, right now the lowest ask is at 6. So I'll definitely hold on to it for tonight because I want to see if the market will go up if James Harden makes this challenge and the market goes up for him. Um, so yeah, there's 1547 of them for sale. It's a nice little highlight. But that's all I have for you guys this show. Um, Remember to tune into the Ball Up Top podcast on Tuesday, Ball Up Top Basketball Philosophy on Thursday. Those are both podcasts that we found on Spotify, Apple, Anchor, or wherever you get your local podcasts. Also, remember to check out our Instagram at Ball Up Top Podcast or our Twitter at Ball Up Top Pod. Always looking forward to talking with you guys. I always get interesting perspectives. I don't always agree, but I don't need to. Like basketball is about fun. It's about opinions, and it's a thing where you can have healthy debate about who you think is a goat, who you think is a better player, about which situations, what how things should have played out. Like there's all, and the important thing, like part of the reason we started Ball Up Top was the idea of people should be able to have these conversations and have these opinions without being told what their opinions are. If you watch the ESPN, Fox Sports, like there's very much a company line that's toted and never questioned. And I don't understand that. But it's all fun anyways. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and tune out. Hope you guys enjoyed the show and tune in for the next one. Remember to follow and subscribe.